guys, this is Lala Legacy, and welcome back to another episode of Little Busters. So let's continue forwards. She was smiling as she dragged me to the corner of the courtyard. There was a worn out wooden crate there, along with a few round stools like those used in the art classroom. Well, this is a small sidewalk cafe, she proudly proclaimed. Well, it is a good location. It was hidden in a blind spot, whether looking from the school building or the pathway in the courtyard. Sunlight was sifting through the leaves of the slowly swaying trees, pouring over the wooden crate serving as a table. But regardless of how I looked at it, it was still worn out and covered in a layer of dust. Isn't it enough that it's a good location? What else do you need? A proper interior would be nice. There's no way it's not proper. It's plenty usable. It's beautiful because of its simplicity. Or rather, there isn't anything to it besides its simplicity. She sat down on one of the chairs and gazed at me. Look, when I sit here like this, it's like a painting of a medieval girl from a rich family. More or less if you don't speak. I guess she did look like it a bit. If the table and chairs weren't so worn out, it could become a decent enough painting. That was a relatively honest impression. Well, it gives the impression of a daughter of some impoverished aristocrat. She laughed heartily. No matter how you looked at it, holding a bottle of rum would suit her better than a mason tea set. Well, have a seat, Riki. She took another chair and placed it on the other side opposite herself. I can't be lounging around here. I'm worried about a fight breaking out, and I have to get ready for math class. Well, something like that doesn't matter. I'm telling you it does. Ignore and disregard it. That's dangerous. I suddenly recalled that she was often absent from class. How should I put it? She seems completely detached from the world. As for the fight, you won't be able to do anything about it anyway. As for math, well, you don't need to worry about that either. That's no good. I'm not being able to do anything. Or my not being able to do anything is probably true, though. I don't think you have enough passion for enjoying tea. Yeah, you're right. I still can't understand the reason why you'd even refuse. I'm an attractive girl. A boy of your age should be overjoyed to accept such an offer. Young man, could you be that? A homo? Are you one of those? Of course I'm not. You have a complicated heart, young man. This is just as well. Let's take our time and thoroughly discuss everything, young man. I've been trying to say, first of all, the line between gay relationship and friendship is drawn in water, don't you think? No, I don't really want to talk about that. There would be no end to this pointless argument since she wasn't paying any heed to what I was saying. Geez, just for a little while, okay? All right, good boy. You should have been honest and said that to begin with. I was being honest when I refused. I let out a sigh and sat down on the stool. What? The chair legs came off, and I simply flopped onto the ground. Ha ha ha. You fell for it so easily, young man. She smiled maliciously. She totally just wanted to pull this off. I'm going back. Hold on, that was only a joke just now. Why exactly did you do that? Why, you ask? Because it's fun. No, maybe it's fun, but why did you go to such lengths to prepare all of this? For me, that question is an even greater mystery. It's an impulse that is generated by the emotion of fun. There can be no reason beyond that, in an impulse. If you seek more, you can find only unwritten rules. Yes, I understand. So, is there a chair that isn't broken? I was tired. Really tired. It's not like I did this to you out of hatred. That's what I wanted to say, she muttered, pushing another chair to me. It's just the type of person you are. What's that supposed to mean? You're the kind of person one unconsciously starts caring about, the kind that invokes maternal instinct. No, I don't really want to be made into that kind of a complex character. Really, I've been more or less praising you, though. I love cute things. She flashed an innocent smile that didn't match her usual aura at all. Is that how it is? Yes, that is how it is. I sat down on the chair she had set out for me. This time it looked like a normal chair. I'm sorry for my rudeness earlier. Well, drink some canned coffee and relax. She handed me a cup of cold canned coffee. Yeah, thank you. All right, have some kimchi too. She lifted a bottle of kimchi onto the table and set a spoon beside it. I don't need any. That's a pity. Wait, where did she take this from? The strange dialogue continued as we enjoyed our tea. A vending machine is a great thing. Even if you only have 3 minutes, you can have yourself a tea time. 3 minutes went by quite a while ago, though. Isn't that fine? Time is a loose concept to begin with. Even if the TV clock were gradually lagging behind, nobody would probably notice at all. Time changes depending on the place, so it could be that the flow of time isn't the same for everyone at all. I just don't see why people think they have fully understood what time is by indicating it with a number and by being constrained by it. Well, no matter its paradoxical theory, time will not stop flowing. When the time comes, the chime will ring. Chime will ring. That's rather poetic. Well, well, I knew it was the right thing to do to invite you. I'm glad at least you're so happy about it. I ended up spending quite a bit of time together with Kutagaya-san. Oh, yes, we did, last time. Thus, about half of my lunch break was already over. Just as she had said, the fight seemed to have settled in no time. I didn't find anyone at the clubroom. They have probably already started to hunt for members. I was the only one to miss lunch. I went to get myself something to eat. After I bought myself some bread and returned to the classroom, I found a girl from our class occupying my seat. There was a group of 5 girls sitting around my desk and blithely chatting about something in front of me. It felt inappropriate to ask them all to leave, so I kept silent. All I could do was go find somewhere else to eat. I should have just gone to the cafeteria. If I went to the cafeteria, I'd probably find Kyosuke there. It wasn't such a bad idea, eating bread in the cafeteria, of course. But I wasn't really that fond of crowds. While making my way along the corridor, I found myself drawing closer to the staircase. Come to think of it, Kamakita-san might be out on the rooftop. I love this place, that's why I come here. It seems I've come to like it too, to a certain extent. I decided to ascend the stairs and head for the place beyond that distorted space where I could feel that refreshing breeze again. I climbed up this squalid staircase, casting a sideways glance at the pile of desks and chairs that resembled some kind of ruins. I proceeded on my way to the rooftop, finally appearing in front of the window. It was closed. The chair previously made into a foothold wasn't in place either, and looking at the sash bar, I found the screw was in its right place as well. Isn't she here? I tried to draw the screw out a bit, but as expected, I couldn't do anything without a screwdriver. This is a problem. At this rate, I'll really have no place to go. Should I just look for everyone? While pondering on this, I turned around and... Ah, Noi-kun! Kamakita-san was climbing up the staircase. She was holding a plastic bag in her hands. She'd probably gone off to buy something. Good afternoon. It's probably strange to say this. I don't think it's strange at all. Good afternoon. She gave a quick bow. Let me open the window. She put the nearest chair next to the window and after conjuring a screwdriver out of her pocket, she removed the screw. All right, go ahead, please. Kamakita-san, you can go first. Huh? That is... You'll see it, so... She spoke hesitantly, as if being embarrassed about something. And you see, today it's Mr. Bear. I didn't really have to say it. She looked as though she had just performed a self-destruction, while I was still trying to understand what she had meant. But, oh well, I think I got the gist of it. Did she mean Mr. Bear panties? Kamakita-san, you like childish underwear, don't you? That's not true. As I expressed my honest opinion, her cheeks become suffused with an even deeper tint of red. Well, I do, but it was only by chance today. Well, I'll go first then. I stepped up on the chair and made it through the wide open window out onto the rooftop. Wind was tickling my cheek. I squinted my eyes, looking at the bright cloudless sky. It sure is a great place. Kamakita-san appeared on the rooftop behind me. It's good weather today, as I thought, she said, shading her eyes by blocking the sun with one hand. Noi-kun, can it be that you had some business with me this time around? She said, as though suddenly realizing something. No, not really. Just somehow I was wondering if there was a good place to go to. A place you can go to can be anywhere. She sounded surprised. I'm sure you're just not good at finding them, Noi-kun. Kamakita-san, you look like you're good at that. That's not true. I'm normal. She came closer, still smiling. But Noi-kun, did this place become somewhere you can go to? It's a good place. Hey, she smiled as if complimented. Hearing that really does make me glad. She sat down on the jut near the water tank. Then she started taking out snacks from the plastic bag one by one. I bought a bit too much today. Here, help yourself to some Belgian waffles. She held out a Belgian waffle. Yeah, thank you. I still haven't had my lunch, though. Furthermore, she took out a plastic box and opened it. The contents divided into separate halves down the middle were pancakes and green salad. This is a rather strange combination for a boxed lunch. You think so? It's delicious. She's a bit weird after all. But why did you bring too much today? No special reason. It's just that if you came here, there wouldn't be enough snacks. Well, no, I don't really eat that much. When you eat snacks, you become a little happier. Is that right? If Naoi-kun becomes happy, I'll feel happy as well. If you make someone happy, in return, you become a little happier too, right? That's why you see, if you become happy, I'll be happy too. If I become happy, you'll be happy too. And repeating it over and over again. Look, it's a spiral of happiness. Well, I'm not so sure if it actually works quite like that. But indeed, if one believed that in that theory from the bottom of their heart, it might make them just a little bit happy. That's why here, have some chocolate balls. She handed me even more snacks. It seemed like a theory likely to induce heartburn. What's wrong, shouting all of a sudden? I forgot to bring a fork. What do I do now? I can't eat it like this. She wailed while embracing the plastic container with her pancakes. A fork? I might have had something in my bag, but sadly I only had this shopping bag. For some reason, there was a single spoon wrapped in plastic in my pocket, identical to the one Kurugaya-san was using earlier. When did she put it in when did she put it in there? I shuddered at the thought that she might be able to foresee things like this. Will a spoon do? Why? Do you have one with you? Well, I handed the spoon to the dumbfounded Kamakita-san. Yep, thank you. She thanked me with a smile. The spiral of happiness might be much more applicable in theory. Might be a more applicable theory than it first appeared, sorry. She was applying great effort into bringing the pancakes to her mouth with the spoon. I sat down next to her and started eating the onigiri and sweetened bread that I had bought. Pancakes really aren't pancakes without apricot jam topping. Blueberry is very tasty too, though, she explained, irrationally delighted. Kamakita-san, you sure love sweet things. Yep, this is my happiness. It's a small thing, but with just that, one can become happy. It's amazing. That's why sweet things are amazing. Naoi-kun, you really don't like them? Well, I don't hate them, but if you eat too much, you'll get heartburn. Yep, that's sad. I love whipped cream so much, but after eating just one shortcake, I feel sick. I want to try to stuff myself full of shortcakes once. She sighed once, and then stuffed her mouth with apricot-topped pancake. Somehow, looking at her really happy face, I ended up wanting to eat something sweet myself. After finishing my onigiri and sweetened bread, I drank some tea and picked up the Belgian waffle she had given to me before. While rummaging in the plastic bag, she raised her voice. Oh, it's all gone. It was evident from her reaction that something was supposed to be there. Her gaze shifted to my hand that was holding the Belgian waffle. Waffle? Waffle! I thought I bought 2 of them, but there's only one. Well, if that's the case, I don't mind if you eat this one. I handed the Belgian waffle to her. I'm sorry, Naoi-kun. Then here, let's split it. She divided it in 2 and gave one of the halves to me. Okay, thanks. I obediently accepted it. Today is great weather, but according to the forecast, tomorrow it'll get worse. It's a bit depressing. Oh, I like rain. I don't really like rain. You get wet and can't go outside. If only the weather forecast were off on rainy days alone. We spent the rest of our lunch break like that, eating various snacks together. Right! Here, take it. She produced something from her pocket and handed it to me. A sugar-free gum? Well, that's not it. But you might as well eat it now to prevent cavities. I'll take it then. I unwrapped the gum and popped it into my mouth. It was supposed to be this. She brought out something again. It was the screwdriver for removing the screw on the window sash, a necessary tool for getting out onto the rooftop. This is my present to you. A bond between accomplices or something. Okay, I'll take it. I put it in my uniform pocket for the time being. Now that I think of it, you haven't been together with Inohara-kun and Miyazawa-kun a lot lately, Naoi-kun. Things have become a little strange lately. I was asked by Kyosuke to find other members for a grass baseball team, sorry. Baseball? She says baseball? Grass? Kamakita-san placed an index finger to her chin, her eyes wandering off in thought. The home plate would be a dandelion? Well, no, it's not like the grass will be playing baseball. Playing with the grass baseball? I don't think that's possible. It's hard to imagine that. Well, to even conjure up such ideas is much more unimaginable in itself. It just means amateur baseball, getting together with people that you know and playing baseball just for fun. Hey, she exclaimed as though she was impressed from the bottom of her heart. That sounds like fun. Well, we still haven't done anything though. We haven't gathered enough members either. And now, Ikun, are you looking for members? Well, now, or for now at least. Well, I doubt I'll find anyone. I'll join! I couldn't understand her words right off the bat. What? I finally managed to ask her in return. Yep, I'll do it. I'll try my best. Kamakita-san, wait up, But that is all the time that I have for this episode, guys. So if you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up down below. And if you haven't already, subscribe. By subscribing, you're becoming part of a legacy. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.